Hello. Today we're doing 14 Shadowbringers raids. Or tonight, rather. At least some of them. At least one of them things.
There's no turning back! Get ready!
So, this is Ramuh.
Select the one. I don't know, dude. Once again, 'twas a most superlative display of thy persistence. Now I could not fail but notice that body did not belong to Ixion. Fabled equine embodiment of lightning, hast thou perchance encountered the beast? I had my eye on Gaia the entire time you were fighting Ramuh, and besides the sort of reaction you might expect from someone watching you take on the half-man, half-flying horse Thunder God, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. The fact that Eden itself also showed no signs of being affected by her presence can only be a good thing, but I'd understand if Gaia herself were more than a little disappointed that she is no closer to the answer she seeks. So that thing was created based on your memories. Maybe there's a way we can use Eden to summon the fairy like that. I thought I was prepared to expect anything, but I didn't expect Ramuh to turn out quite like that. Appearances aside, he was quite aggressive as well. The self-belief in him as a kindly guardian clearly makes a difference to his temperament. Anyway, I'm just glad it's over. Let's get back to the camp and see if anything does change. Crystal's a different color, but apart from that, it all looks the same. It may look the same, but it feels different. The air has grown slightly more humid, as it does before rain. I have to say, I'm not exactly prepared for wet weather. If Eden can control elements and so on, can't you tell it to send those clouds somewhere else? Speaking of which, I'm not very impressed with the so-called powers. If changing yellow crystals to purple is the extent of its abilities, it's no surprise. Oh wait, hold on. It's no surprise the fairy didn't bother showing up. I hope that whatever's next is more worthwhile. Rather than influencing the ground beneath our feet, Eden hath brought change to the firmament above. And yet 'tis clear that a more unique dynamic element is required for the natural cycle of precipitation and evaporation to be complete. So we need movement. Would you mind? Would wind do the trick? Most certainly. It seems we have a plan. Let's not dwell too much on the effects of each individual element and instead focus on seeing them all restored. The power of an oracle, not to be sniffed at, it seems. All my life you were a constant companion, your voice ever seeping into my mind. Why then, of all times, do you abandon me? Deaf even to the crashing of thunder, or were you simply biding your time? One plan fails to achieve the desired effect, so you move on to the next with minimal brooding and prating. It seems we're finally learning. I'm not sure what I expect to see after restoring the lightning element, but I did feel a little disheartened. Still, as Thinkred and Urianger say, there are changes taking place even if they are not immediately obvious. As much as I bemoan Urianger's long-winded explanations, we'd be lost without him to take care of all the ethereal science and whatnot. Obviously, I'm quite sparing with my praise, as I wouldn't want it to go to his head. Ere we set out once more, might I ask if thou art familiar with the process by which rain is made to fall? Then thou shan't have difficulty understanding the explanation to come. With the restoration of our first element, the empty was once more blessed with the most essential ingredient in the crystal of precipitation, water. Under normal circumstances, the heat existent in the atmosphere would cause water to evaporate from the land's surface. An invisible vapor is borne by the wind high unto the firmament, where it doth condenses as clouds before discerning once more, returning to the land in the form of rain. It seems we need wind aspected ether to create more clouds. That it hasn't rained yet must mean there aren't enough. And even before that, we need fire-aspected ether to make the water evaporate. It seems to me that one's not much good without the other. Why don't you just draw out both elements together? You're suggesting that you'll fight two deformed entities, each one as deadly as Ramuh at the same time. Do you realize how absurd that is? And yet, 'tis a notion that doth warrant further consideration. Oh, you can't be serious. Cast your minds, if you will, to the elemental wheel I did show you in the bookman's shelves. Would give rise to lightning, whose spark doth produce fire, by restoring both wind and fire in tandem. We may maintain balance between these dynamic elemental forces. The ensuing battle shall indubitably present an ordeal unlike any Io hath ever faced. I believe, however, that this path doth lead to the prize we seek. Oh, so perhaps it's not so absurd after all, eh, Thancred? I wouldn't dream of questioning Urianger's grasp of science behind it. My concern is for the burden this would place not only on Neil, but Rena as well. What do you both make of the plan? If Urianger thinks it'll work, I'm willing to give it a try. As long as you know what you're letting yourselves in for. You're going to need all the strength, so see that you get plenty of rest. Gaia. I have selected a location in which wind and fire aspected ether lie dormant, though I shall wait until Reen hath completed her preparations ere I dispense with their particulars. I'd rather Reen keep her mind on her work here than worry about Gaia. Mind you, it might be better for them to clear the air before we go any further. It seems Reen is reluctant to air her concerns when you value her spirituality. Yes, you're right. There's no use in trying to pilot Eden while I've got other things on my mind. It's about Gaia, you see. The truth is that apart from Alice and Alphanode, I hardly know anyone my own age. I thought that should I make an effort to be nice to Gaia, but, well, you've seen how she is around me. I understand that she's got her own problems to deal with, but I've thought that maybe I could help her in some way. It's not my place to intrude, and I should probably just leave her be until we finish restoring the elements. After all, that's more important, isn't it? Let me talk to Gaia while you concentrate on the task at hand. Is what I would have said once upon a time. It seems to me that you're the one best qualified to take care of this little problem. I know she can be a bit pricky, to put it mildly, but if anyone can get through to her, it's you. Although we've only known her for a short while, we're all she's got, and I think she realizes that. Just let her know she's not alone and she'll come around eventually. Alright, I'll give it a try. Do you have any advice? I'm afraid that since arriving in the first, I've had little time to mingle with any of the locals, and I haven't a clue what young women like I would be interested in. That's given me an idea. I'll start with some small talk and go from there. Actually, since before she even woke up, I've been asking Lena about what's popular in the Crystarium. I thought it might be nice to show Gaia around the palace one day, you see. The place one day. So that's what you were doing. I suppose it makes for a nice change of pace from all that studying. And I must commend thy choice of confident. The captain's powers of observation marketh her a venerable fount of wisdom concerning the behavior of the Crystarium's citizenry. Yes, and now it's time to put that knowledge to good use. Don't let the fear of rejection hold you back. Persistence is the key. Speaking from experience, by any chance? Whatever do you mean? Lesson learned from days spent in pursuit of ladies fair, one might suspect. Gah, you couldn't help yourself, could you? It's alright, Thancred. Your secret's safe with me. May I remind you that the reason we're here is to create a better future for everyone in the First, which includes you and Gaia. While it might not be on the same scale as bringing life back to the empty, if we're able to befriend her, that will be another way of contributing to a brighter tomorrow. So go on, she's waiting for you. Alright, wish me luck. It's when Reen and I face our problems together that it truly feels like we're family. Or at least that's what I imagine it would be like. I suppose we both grew up without our birth parents to guide us, but I think we turned out rather well given the circumstances. I wonder if this is the kind of bond that Flamon shared with Minfilia. Thancred may have taken on the role of Reen's surrogate father, but I have late become something of a mentor to her, though largely in instilling what knowledge I can of the ethereal sciences. A more attentive student thou shalt seldom find. She looks like she's got a lot on her mind. Maybe now's not such a good time. Instead of bothering me when I'm obviously not in the mood to talk, why don't you get back to your work? What do you want? Oh, nothing really. It can wait till later. For all we know, there might not even be a later. If you got something to say, hurry up and spit it out. Or is everything alright? Not feeling strange from being around Eden or anything? Is that what you came here to talk about? Actually, I wanted to ask you. Would you like to go on and have coffee and biscuits with me? What? Coffee and biscuits. They serve them at second servings in the Crystarium. Everyone's talking about them. So I thought that maybe once we finished our work here, you and I could go there together. Let me get this straight. You came to talk to me about biscuits? Yes, they're light and crispy, and when you dip them in the coffee, they go all nice and squidgy. The only reason you're even interested in that in the first place is because everyone else is doing it. Can't you think for yourself? I do what I want when I want. After all, the world could end at any moment. That's not going to happen, not if I've got anything to do with it. Listen, Gaia, I understand what you're going through. Believe me, I do. But you mustn't lose hope. A new day will come. Then another, and then another. Life's not so bad if you give it a chance, you'll see. Shut up. You think you know me? Even I don't know who I am. Till I find the truth, I'll never be free. Then we'll find it together. I've seen enough pain, enough loss, and I don't want to see any more. And that includes you, Gaia. Why do you care so much about other people? What have they ever done for you? I'm sure you haven't forgotten how we Umorans treated you, the precious oracle of light, like a bird in a cage. And yet you act as if none of that ever happened. So forgiving, so selfless. You and your family brought back the night sky, and you finally had the chance to lead a normal life, but instead you're flying around in a giant Sin Eater, trying to turn a barren wasteland into some sort of paradise for what? I may not remember much of my past, but I'm fairly certain I've never heard of anything so ridiculous. Out of morbid curiosity, I'll see it through to the end. But if you think that makes us friends, you are very much mistaken. Gaia. I surmised that to keep Gaia waiting over long would only agitate her further. Not you as well. Look, I've had enough small talk to last me a lifetime, so don't even bother. I believe you have a job to do, yes, then be quick about it. Green's lurking a bit down in the doldrums, but you let me worry about that. We can't allow anything to interfere with whatever goes on in your mind when summoning those primals. I think we've both rested for long enough. Let's get started, shall we? I hope it all goes according to plan. To defeat the deiform manifestations of both wind and fire shall require every last mote of thy strength. Thou hast triumphed over such beings in previous encounters. Should be at the forefront of thy mind as we commence the summoning. Where are we going this time around, Jay? The place called Ashfall does satisfy our requirements, I believe. The fables speak of travelers sweltering beneath the blazing heat of midday sun, while after nightfall slicing winds did tear at their cloaks. I see. Hopefully it won't be quite that bad when I draw out the elements. Green, my dear, may I remind thee that to focus is not the same as to deny other thoughts. Whatsoever it is troublesome, it is that trouble with thee. Thou wouldst be better for acknowledging it. Yes, you're right, of course. It's Gaia I'm worried about. That is well. May the concern for her lend thee yet more strength. It's time. I'll begin drawing out wind and fire in equal measure. Yo, we'll only get one chance at this, so let's make it count. Memories of Garuda and Ifrit rage through your mind. If we summon two primals at once, maybe they'll fight each other. That way you'll only need to beat the one left standing. But I suppose it defeats the purpose of it if you don't take them both down at the same time. My studies indicate that no equivalent of Garuda servants, the exile, are present here on the first. My hypothesis is as to the reason why can perhaps wait till another time. How long has it been since our encounter with Ifrit and Al-Najah followers? I wonder what sort of hellish beast you conjured up this time. Oh, not gonna lie, my voice is tired, so I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching if you did, and you know, have a good night. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.